never mind. Can I say something? No, I can't. Oh. This area is a bit dangerous. So I gotta make this quick before I get spotted. See some hunters, one tank, and a bunch of doggos. Sometimes on top of the campsite hill be a whole lot of hunters and sometimes a couple doggos depending on the spawn rate and chance of encounter. But yeah, firebirds come around this area quite a bit. As you pretty much heard in the background earlier. It's always best to belly crawl to prevent any enemy encounters and stop reduce the chances of being spotted. Then we'll go to Oberby Air Base afterwards because there's always something good down there. Okay, there's a doggo, but it's not anywhere near me. Forgot to pick these up earlier. It's okay. Now I head up the hill towards the Ostermark Villa, or Villa, or as I call it, Vanilla. Makes me think about wanting to get some ice cream later, but I haven't bought any in a long while. This area is sometimes a little challenging because, whoa, looks like something's up. What's over here? Ah. Dead shot. Come on, where are you? Hope I didn't wake up the neighborhood with that blast. Sometimes you'll end up attracting the enemy without even realizing it. I see him. Come here, Sparky. Now this will be fun. Oh, I found something. I heard something. Oh yeah, and I remember. Alright, let's see. Ah, perfect. Okay, what exactly just turned into a rival? Oh yes! It's a Soviet class. It's time to go ham city on this thing. Yep. Make sure I got everything good. And everything's good. Make sure. Whoa. Wrong weapon. Now let's see, where is it? He's right in front of me somewhere. Ah, there he is. Oh, 6. Oh, he's level 4. That's why he's... There we go. Trap shot. Oh, did something else paint me? I just got painted again. Oh, crap. Booyah. Oh, did that one hurt? Good. Whoa. Leftovers. I hate it when that happens. Makes me wonder why they act like they're in the final death throes when they're already dead. They start kicking and moving around like, I'm still alive here. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. You just ate a bullet burrito, courtesy of yours truly. Okay, where is that hunter? I heard it somewhere. No, he's not there. He's not there. And he is not... Alright, let's see. He must be over in this direction. Yeah, I hear it. Come on. Yeah, I hear him. Oh, does that one hurt? I hope you guys your life insurance paid up, dude. Whoop. With a 2+ for comfort. Sometimes the creatures are easy to come across, but other times you're like, I'm gonna jump in this thing. No life preserver, I died. Nothing's recharged yet. Okay, there's a Polaris tank over there. And I see, oh, looks like the doggo went that way. Yeah, when does the Polaris ever go in that area? Oh, it looks like somebody's running around somewhere. Oh, I see. Hello. Lunch. I'd like to meet my little friend. Just a reminder, you only have 3 uses for a doggo per game session, and then you have to save and return to the game. Okay, where am I going with this guy? Oh, I'm sorry, did that hurt? Hey, up. Get some burn cream for this guy. Toaster cakes. Tagged and bagged. Smoke him if you got him. Okay, where is the other guy? I saw him around here somewhere. Oh. Oh, there he is. Sometimes it takes a couple shots to the face to go, hey, where are you? And a lot of times I just stand there and let him hit me. Other guys go, hey, you ever think of getting out of the way? I'm like, no. I just like the abuse. And it's like going, yes. And of course it gets really hairy when you're up against a massive party. And it's like, oh, goody gumdrops. Let's see, what's my chance of surviving this? Less than 10%, but hey, I'll do it anyways. Now, if it's 4 Apocalypse class and a whole bunch of hunters, I don't know about that one. My record so far is 26 Apocalypse hunters and 4 harvesters, 2 Apocalypse tanks, and partridge in a pear tree. Play ball! Gotta watch my stamina bar. I'm overloaded. And that is how far the guy's faceplate covering went flying. He's over here, and that's where it ended up. Sometimes they go like a half mile in the other direction, and that's where you find it. And I'm like, hey, did you lose something? No, I'm not, I didn't miss it. I'm just making sure I got everything before I beam out. Okay, let's see, where am I going to go next? Let's see, someplace fun, someplace crazy, someplace where I can get my butt kicked. That was about a 7.6 on the Richter scale, or as my late wife would call it, caribou mating call. Probably got some good distance on that one. Ah. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, in this area, the Overby Air Base, there may be tanks down here, but you always want to check the tree line up the hill above the back of the warehouse. Sometimes you got a second one hiding up there. They'll hit you from far high above, so you have to be careful. Found that out a few times the first time I discovered that problem. I'm like, who's whacking my butt this time? Oh yeah, there he is. Okay, so nothing on that one. I'm gonna keep that. I'll unload later. Actually, I think it'd be a good idea to unload now. I got, let's see, the coordinate data. My philosophy is to include everything, because the more resources you need for various things, the better chances you'll have of getting everything you need. And of course, you'll always pick up all the stuff again anyways, so it's not really a big deal if you're low on like ammunition or rockets or dual purpose rounds, because you'll end up picking up a lot of stuff later, and then you'll be back to full strength before too long. So it's always a good idea just to collect as much as you can, even if it sounds monotonous and tedious and redundant, but it's a good strategy, especially for the beginners who just started out, because you need every little bit you can get, especially in this game. So you might want to focus on advanced packs and adrenaline shots the most, in those areas that you know will have a high drop rate. And of course, if you're looking for all the experimental legendary weapons, like the Augustair and the legendary Mauser, for example, which my friend has been desperately wanting, it's just a matter of luck. And, you know, a lot of time. You gotta spend a lot of time grinding to get the good stuff. So, you know, just gotta be vigilant and persistent. You know, that's how you manage to pick up on some tricks. Of course, during close quarters combat, when you're dealing with a bunch of machines all at once, your dual purpose is your best bet. Because if you hit the first one with a direct shot, it'll ricochet to the ones in the back, and they'll also take damage. And if you're lucky and you got the small fry like the doggos and the roly-polies and maybe a couple hunters, they'll also take the damage too. So it'll make it easier for a cleanup operation. So it's all about strategy and timing and, you know, planning. Well, planning isn't really a thing you should worry about in Generation Zero. There's no such thing as a plan when you're playing this game. It's like, oh, okay. It's just, you're just going to be playing whack-a-mole for quite a bit. Of course, the Firebirds are a pain in the butt, especially if you run up against 3 or 4 at once. My record's 5 at once in 30-second intervals. You don't want to know how that one turned out. I'm like going, okay, first one's down, 30 seconds later, where'd this guy come from? Take that guy out. 30 seconds later, here comes number 3, and I'm thinking, oh, please tell me there's not any more. And then here's about another one. Number 4 is hovering around somewhere to the left or the right. And I'm thinking, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And then number 5 finally shows up about 40 seconds later. And I'm like going, what the heck? So, yeah. You have to be careful. Especially out near the watchtower area. There's plenty of machines over there. And also there's Firebirds galore. You gotta be careful, because sometimes they pop up out of nowhere. And you're facing off maybe a Spetsnaz class Polaris, but Military classes are common, and those grenade throwing roly polies, you got a whole mess of them. You got to stick and move, keep moving, keep dodging. You don't want to stay around too much longer because you get whacked on all sides. Because the ricochets will kick your butt and throw you backwards. Even if you got your skill tree maxed out, when you're taking on fire from 7 or 8 of those things all at once, you're like going, Mommy! It's like, someone help me! It's like, that's on solo play. Now, when you're playing with your buddies, it's just as bad, or if not worse. Because sometimes the enemies tend to multiply more depending on your party size. And even though you do co-op play and everything like that, it still is a pretty tight fight. We're still in a pickle fight, so it's like, just gotta plan it out, strategize, take out the heavies, the worst threats first, and that would mostly be harvesters are mostly the double threat with the hunters, depending on which Polaris you're facing up against. Those are the second ones. Tanks are not so bad. I mean, unless you're facing off the Apocalypse class, then you're in trouble. But the Phoenix class ones are harder to take down because, they're like the top tier versions. The military prototypes, they can be just as difficult, especially if they're a large party and you're like going, okay, how am I going to do this one? So you just got to be careful. And of course, you come across Firebirds. Just nail them with the rockets. Just, don't get cute or anything. Just focus on taking them out as quickly as possible. Especially the ones with the chain gun fire. Those things hurt. Okay, the machine guns are okay, but the chain guns are the worst ones. And of course, let's see, the flame rounds. I hate those things. But yeah, if you go against the Vulture, you might as well kiss your butt goodbye, because that thing's a lot harder to hit and kill than the regular ones. And sometimes the Reaper is also difficult, especially when there's a thermobaric blast. Of course, it's something else under a different name, but I'm not going to say it. So let's see. Almost maxed out my storage box, but I still got some room. Once I hit 1600 or close, I'll start emptying my storage box, because you see all the fuel cells. I got 123, so once I get that done, I'll just take all that stuff, the large fuel cells, the 7.62 full metal jackets, lighten the load. And of course, you want to stockpile on advanced first aid kits and adrenaline shots the most. Even if you're getting extras after you get like 30, you want to cut your inventory on your character in half and then store them in your box. Same with your advanced kits. Now your radios, they're not really a necessity, because you want to keep at least 5 on your person. And also some repair kits for your dog, at least 4, for me anyway. That's how I do it. But the rest you can recycle, as you go. Unless you like using your doggo quite a bit, and you want to carry more repair kits. And if you like going using the field radios a lot, you can do about 10 maybe, but you just remember that they weigh about a pound each, so it's just going to cut your character weight down a bit, so you'll be able to carry less before you become encumbered. And so now with the minigun, that'll eat up the 7.62s like Tic Tacs. So if you're a really bad shot like I am, you'll be blowing through your entire inventory like it's nobody's business. But the guys who are really proficient at the minigun, they have a better shot. But you got to remember that the minigun also drops the frame rates on your game. more enemies on the field, you're going to start seeing a lot of slowdown issues and you know, possibilities of glitching and, you know, your game crashing. So you just got to be mindful of that. Yeah. But some people just want to, you know, go crazy and experiment with everything they have, and that's perfectly fine too. You know, but sometimes you have your favorite weapons, and so mine are the PVG-90, the RLG-7, the dual purpose, the KVM-59. You know, I keep those 4 on my person at all times. And of course, when it's considered a really large party of machines, I tend to bring my doggo out, so it serves as a distraction, take the heat off me so I can nail the enemy. But you also have to remember that it will attract the enemy's attention, and it'll be more prone to taking damage, so it's always a good idea to help it out as much as possible, so the chances of it getting hit are far less than, you know, going at it alone. So just gotta remember that. And also, don't be afraid to explore. There's a lot of areas in this game I still haven't touched after 4 years of playing. I started in 2021. I stopped playing The Last of Us Part 1 and 2 after that. I know I'm bad. But the second game's a bit of a nightmare. I never got past the rat. I never actually got to the Rat King. I just decided not to face the Rat King. You know, because I'm like... so... Oh, crap. Okay, so that guy's up there. To the left of me, there is a... Okay, that's a Phoenix class. So that's not an issue. I gotta check to make sure this hill up here isn't got a surprise or two up here. Sometimes... Oh, I think he might have a friend up here. I'll check. Okay, no. Alright, so I'll take this guy down here. Because you always just want to be careful. You don't know what's hiding. Also, try to use your advantage, because you always move around a little bit, because that way they'll take less damage and less chance of getting fired on. Ooh, looks like I got a couple good legendaries. I wonder what they got. Let's see. Let's see. PM71 machine gun legendary. Oh, RLG-7 scope legendary. Those are the things you really want, because that will help you out, especially when you have your rocket launcher. Yeah, sometimes I don't always hit the first time with my PVG-90, but doesn't really matter. And of course, up in this area behind the warehouse, you'll sometimes encounter some machines, tanks mostly. Maybe a harvester every so often, but it's mostly tanks. And they're usually Phoenix class. And they do hide behind the tree line, so they're harder to spot and harder to hit. so you just want to be mindful of that, because this area of the Overview Air Base isn't always permanently fixed with machines in certain positions, unlike the dog over here, which is basically a scout. Whoa, something came over here. What the hell? Okay, something... Oh, I see him. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? It's this guy right here. There's something over here which has got my... It's got my threat indicator all lit up like a Christmas tree. Okay, so I'm going to collect this guy's loot. And I'm going to find out exactly what's going on over there, because I don't really know. Oh, it's another one. No, it's the same guy. Okay, so I'm going to deploy my dog just to distract those little suckers. And see. Oh, I know what it was. Oh, two seekers. That's what was. Oh, okay, they spotted me. Where is he? Where is he? He is... Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, I hear it. I don't want to do much either. Dual purpose tends to do more damage. It takes a little longer to reload, but it's still worth it. Oh, I see him. That is a doornail. This guy up here is going to be funnier than heck trying to... See, this is what I'm talking about. Their frame rate starts to drop in certain areas of the base. And then you're having way too much fun as a result. Yeah, I know I killed something. Oh, I see it. No. Is it that one? Is it that guy? Yep, okay, I see him. Oh, okay. Did I get him? Yes! I just barely tagged him. Just barely. Somehow the shot went around the container and then it just fragged itself. Oh, I see him. Boy, he's really up against that. Okay, so where is this guy? Oh, okay. This is my fun. Go ahead and take the guy out. Go ahead, Sparky. Beat my shorts. Sometimes your dog will frag you with one of its rocket rounds, but don't worry about it. That had to hurt. Is there a dead dog over there? Yep. Oh, there's I already looted it. So it's over here that my dog. Oh, there he is. Something was over here. Woohoo! Oh, right. Forgot about this one. Alright, stand back and let a master do his work. That's a tick in that building. Can really spawn there. Oh, second tick. Come on. Oh, tell me there isn't something over here. I hear a harvester. Oh. Oh yeah, there he is. Didn't think about that, did you? Shit. Man, this guy's there we go. You don't like me very well, do you? Yeah. Escape combat something was let's see. Now this area over here you gotta watch sometimes because some harvesters pop up out of nowhere in this area, so you just gotta be mindful of that as well. Yeah, there's a lot of loot in this area, but I rarely go and loot the area because there's not, you know, it takes too long. And there's a loot house in the background over here at the end of the airfield. And sometimes I get that too, but make sure I didn't just forget to loot that guy. I'm gonna take my doggo. Pick him up. Let's see. Sometimes you'll find a rival all the way to the end of the airfield. which is kind of fun, sort of, but also a pain in the butt. Okay, something. I think I just saw a doggo just leap in the air and disappear off the radar. It's like, oh yeah, look at me, I can fly, and whoop, there he goes. He just turned invisible. You gotta love these game glitches. Sometimes they're pretty funny. Especially when the tanks are like thrown up in the air and they're still alive and they look like they're doing the moonwalk. And it's like, oh, fun. I mean, it's just... This is the back entrance, I think, but I'm not really that interested. Okay. I love it. Takes 5 shots to kill something. It's like tiny, 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 tiny. But when you're nearsighted, you're like, oh good, let's see if I can hit it, the broadside of the barn with a phase pistol. And like miss 10 shots and just like, oh god. 'Cause I remember going through like so many rocket rounds and I'm like, oh, this sucks. Because the farther away the target, the less chance you have to hit it on the first try. Sometimes you'll get lucky. I'm just saying sometimes. And it's mostly, that is what it is, it's luck. And it's just like, no, I don't feel like dying today. Okay, that's the... up there. Let's see what this stuff's got. Ooh. Now each loot house, the ammo crates and hidden gun crates are in different positions, so you just gotta search everything. And some will have double the loot, especially in the Nightmare Island with all the Apocalypse class machines. I've come across some interesting stuff over there. But the hotel is the fun one, because you get a lot of stuff on that place. Of course, you just gotta search every room. Except the areas where they're all locked, like one of the floors are completely locked. I haven't figured out that yet. And I'm like, my friend was going, oh, I'll help you with it. Yeah, right. And then sometimes he goes, hey, you want to take on a final island? I'm like, no, I value life, not death. Because everybody's insisting how much of a pain about that place is, the final island, you know, so you complete the game. And I'm like, no, I don't feel adventurous enough for that. Okay, I'm gonna go pee out. Go to someplace where it's safer. And save for a little while so I can go do some stuff. Okay, where am I gonna go? I gotta go someplace safe. Oh, I know where. This place. So. Stuff tomorrow, later. It's always good to take a break, because sometimes you're flying for like 5 hours at a time, your wrists are going to lock up, your back's going to go stiff, and you're not going to be able to walk for at least 20 minutes. So it's good to get a snack break, a bathroom break, and just walk around and work out the kinks. Come on. There we go.